This one is called The Ghost in the Middle of the Mirror. It's inspired by Blake's Songs of Innocence and Experience. I make no claims upon experience because what I know deeply, could fit inside of a thimble. What I know well. What I do not know is vast, and that is how it is. Sometimes I, humble, who knows very little. I make no claims upon innocence, which I knew once and know no more, in the way that I knew, because I have seen the world, and I have felt the world so hard in its always state of disarray, so hard in its ever-present riot of disarray that disarrays the soul. I have seen the world as you have, my friend, alongside you with every footfall. And I can say, as you can say, that I know the world. And what I know is so often too much that I know nothing at all. We freeze often, excuse me. We freeze often in our wanting innocence to stay there in the space of our need for purity with it, in it, congealed innocence as solid form. Seductive is our thirst, our longing for the purity, or so we believe. If we could just hold it, hold to it, hold open the space of purity and light, all will be right in the world and with us. All is right in the light, innocence, fresh and new as spring flowers that remain set in place in our mind, our spirit, congealed once and forever, or so we think. We hold to the ideal of purity, of innocence. Ah, innocence, fresh as all that is new, solid form, we believe. We are frozen in the primal first knowing of the babies we once were, the not knowing of the very young, the not wanting to know of the fully grown who hide from the other knowing, the dirty and unclean knowing of life, the disavowal of the muddied life that is experienced, the life and us in it, the longing for the crystalline purity and the certainty of innocence, like first snow or ice, clean and cold, yet as nothing is constant, it melts, and we melt it with it on the way to liquid, on the way to molecular undoneness. The change is inevitable, even though we deny, no, we say, and meanwhile becoming liquid, messy changelings all. We are messy with the messiness of all changelings, infirm, and we find ourselves melting with the not is. What is this that cannot disavow that we are indeed mud, the disavowal of the muddied life? Is innocence a state of being? Is wisdom a state, a place attained, a place that we attain, a place of ingrained, imagined grace of perfection, and stay there forever frozen? The polarization of two extremes. Is innocence a place, a state of mind and being at which you arrive and are then there? And wisdom the same, a state of being, twin apparitions, the ghost that meets in the middle of the mirror, the same ghost in the mirror, where they meet is the juncture of change, like ice becoming water. Where they meet is at the precipice, the juncture of essence, non-being and change, where essence and non-being join. Where they meet is the juncture of change, where snow turns into water and being becomes liquid, which moves. So that's it. And I'm going to read real quick another one that I've never read. It's called Fever Dream. I touched my fevered lips against your forehead like a mother's caress, drinking in the smell, the taste of your flesh, ecstatic, confused, thinking it is you who is fevered and not me. I am fevered, I am told, too often, where there is no reason to it, no reason for it, no explanation. It is my private ecstasy, an aberrance of my will. The walls, neither pleasant nor unpleasant, are yellow, with orange and green Jacobean flourishes that are the arteries of the room, delivering the nourishment of color to the floor below or the room above. I am not sure where the color goes. The white gauze curtains waft seductively in through the window and snap, suddenly fitful like me, hesitant, hovering, careful, and still before the next pulse, the next movement of hot Pacific wind out the window. The pace picks up, the palms whisper, whirling dervish songs, they dance, the birds answer. Then noonday's sun fevered lips touch my head as I sing a plain song in my mind, humming with the heat, the fever, the rhythm, the pulse inside my mind. I am a small animal, scratching, worrying my fur and licking, trying to find the cool place, the oasis inside my body where I can rest. Where will it end this time? Where will it begin? My mind goes tumbling and rolling like the waves outside my reach, excited and trembling. Will I die this time? The words form in my head. How many times this crisis of body, this crisis of mind, of spirit, that I survive each time the miracle of resurrection enacted in me, in my body. I lose myself and come back to you. I find myself and lose you. This is my battle. This is my body walking in its sleep. I visit your thin-walled rooms, searching one room and now the other. You can hear me whisper my thoughts. You can hear the eyes click in my head as they move. I am looking for the bliss. We will meet in a room. Of this I am certain. When we meet, you are clear, now becoming clearer and clearer. The fever gone, I attain the state of perfect cool. Your body is the raft I hold to in the ocean of my fever dream. And that's it for me. Thank you.